My husband wanted to explore and forced me to open our marriage. Now he is desperate to close it. My husband and I met in college and got married a few years later. He was the typical school nerd with large glasses and a skinny body. We knew each other through mutual friends and got close because I helped him avoid his bullies. They say I have a smart mouth and his bullies will walk away whenever they see he's with me. I told him he needed to change his style and get in shape because that would also help him. He said that I changed his life and courted me. Initially I was hesitant, but I thought he was a nice guy overall, and there was nothing to lose in trying. He was my first in everything, and he proposed right after graduation. I told him that I'd like to have 3 kids. That's ideal for me, but he said he doesn't want to because fatherhood is not for him. He said that he hates kids and they are too pricey. 6 years into marriage, I always find him in deep thought. When I ask him, he'll say that he's just tired. But while I was making dinner one night, he said he regretted that he never got to explore the bachelor life since we had been together since mid-college. He has had 2 partners before me. He's my only partner, and I'm perfectly content with that. Not too long after that, he jokingly suggested an open marriage since it is what everyone is doing these days. According to him, I said no. I agreed to all his kinks in the past, and I exercise religiously with weightlifting and yoga while eating a very healthy diet, so I am pretty darn fit. He persisted with his request and made me feel bad for not letting him enjoy his youth while he still had it. Eventually, he broke me down with full-on sobbing and shit face. I felt at that moment that I was ruining his life, so I begrudgingly agreed on a don't ask, don't tell policy. He was pleased, hugged me, and said I was the best wife in the world. When it all started, I didn't bother to partake. I cannot think of being with anyone else besides my husband. I just lived as I did before, except he would go out to more boys' nights outs and bars, and I would see dating apps on his phone. I admit that it hurts me. I eventually decided to go on dating sites since I was home alone at night more often on Fridays, and I decided to try it after my lady friends encouraged me to, and I started liking it. Fast forward a few months, and now, when I tell my husband I can't keep him company during his hobbies, he starts to get annoyed and wants to know what I am doing. And when I just mention, oh, just a date, he looked perplexed and demanded more details despite the don't ask, don't tell policy. As months pass, he gets furious and decides to close the marriage. I met some charming, friendly men who seemed to appreciate my company and wanted to do things I wanted to do, so I said no, and then the guilt tripping started again. Now he says he wants a baby, and I should stop this because it won't be good for our future children to grow up with parents doing this sort of stuff. I felt a surge of confusion and anger. Here was a man who had for years resisted the idea of having children. Now, after opening our marriage at his insistence and watching him thrive while I was left to struggle with the emotional aftermath, he suddenly wanted to close the marriage and have children. His inconsistency was maddening. I confronted him. You can't just change your mind about everything and expect me to follow suit without considering my feelings. You wanted an open marriage, and now that I'm finding my happiness, you want to close it and have kids? This isn't fair. He looked taken aback, but quickly shifted to a defensive tone. I realize now that I was wrong. I want us to be together and fully committed, and I think having a family will bring us closer. But you hated the idea of having kids, I countered. What changed? He said, avoiding my eyes. I've seen other families and think I might have been wrong about kids. Plus, we're getting older. If we're going to have a family, it should be soon. I took a deep breath. You can't just flip-flop on major life decisions whenever it suits you. You pushed me into an open marriage, and now you're angry because I'm enjoying it too? That's not fair. He sighed, his demeanor shifting from defensive to aggressive. Oh, so you're enjoying it now? Is that it? You're out there with God knows who while I'm here trying to make things right? You wanted this, I shot back. You wanted to explore, and now that I'm doing the same, you can't handle it. His face reddened with anger. Well, maybe if you'd been a better wife, I wouldn't have wanted to explore in the first place. That stung, but I refused to back down. That's a low blow, and you know it. I've done everything I could to make you happy, but it was never enough, was it? We continued shouting, the argument escalating until he finally stormed out of the house. Update. His mother messaged me and said that I was a horrible woman for cheating with her son. I asked what she was talking about, and it turned out that my husband told her that we fought because I did not want to become a mother and that I was cheating. I was fuming and told her the truth. After an hour of talking to her, she was crying and said that she did not raise her son like that. I told her I could send screenshots of some of his night outs. Then he messaged me and said I did not have to tell his mom about our situation. I said he did it to himself and is a coward who only thinks about himself. I hung up on him. Tomorrow, I will seek a lawyer to end all of this.